Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Hey guys, Miss J's here. As you can see from my little quiet intro that there's a bunch of noise in the background, so I have to do a voiceover on this video. But here today, I am going to be making some cookies. Base of them will be my sugar cookies. So I have 2 bags of sugar cookies here. And then I am just going to go by the instructions on the bag. And I got 2 things of butter and 2 things of eggs. And that's 1 of each for each bag. I also have some Hershey's frosting, chocolate frosting here. I also have some coconut pecan and as we all know it, German chocolate icing. I also have some English toffee bits here for my toppings. And I also have my homemade caramel sauce, which I made about a couple of days ago. And this is what prompted me to end up doing 2 cookies instead of 1. But here are my ingredients, and we are going to get started. So we're back. We're going to put in both of our packs of sugar cookies. I could have done homemade cookies, but most recipes calls for them to be refrigerated, and I didn't really feel like waiting on them to be refrigerated altogether. So I'll just do the packet. But I'm putting in my butter here. Next, I will put in my eggs. Normally, I break my eggs in a cup, most of you know, but I'm just kind of moving quickly here. But I'm watching, making sure that I don't drop any shells in here. So we're just going to cream our butter and our eggs and our mix all together until it is completely combined and incorporated, giving us a really kind of soft dough. So here we are done mixing our mix, and now we got our lined cookie sheet with our parchment paper on it. I like to use parchment paper. You don't need parchment paper. Here I am showing you that the cookies or the pack says it makes 22 cookies. However, I want my cookies to be a little bigger because we are trying to go Crumbl cookie style, if most of you know who Crumbl cookie is. And so I'm going to make my cookies slightly bigger. I think that it comes out to be slightly more than a golf ball size. Some may say golf ball size, but they were actually a little bigger than a golf ball size, but to me, a little smaller than a baseball. So we're going to finish up our cookies, getting them on our cookie sheet, and then we're going to put them in the oven. And we're going to let them cook according to the package. So make sure you read your package about your temperature. I believe it was about 350. But you want to watch it because when you put your cookies in the oven, you don't want them to get completely brown. Of course, you guys know how sugar cookies are supposed to look, like that. But we want to take them out before they get really even dark around the edges because you want them to still be sort of light and fluffy. So now I am just going to move the sugar cookies to a cooling rack, and I am going to let them cool probably for about 30 minutes. I mean, you can judge it. Maybe they're cool enough after 15, but I'm going to say 30 just to make sure they're completely cool, because what we do next, you don't want your cookies to still be warm. So we have our cookie here and we're getting ready to top them. Our first cookie is going to be a toffee German chocolate sugar cookie, where we take the Hershey's chocolate and we're just going to put it on the cookie, top of the cookie in a circular motion, just to kind of evenly spread it across the cookie. You can put as much on as you want or as little on as you want, because of course all these toppings are full of sugar. So next we have our German chocolate, which is just a combination of caramel, coconut, and pecans. And then here we have our Heath English bar I'm showing you again. And we're just going to take some of that and put it on top for our topping. I wasn't completely happy with my English toffee because it came out, it's a little powdery, more powdery than it was the chunks that I have. I mean, you see the chunks, but it was more powdery. And so I was a little disappointed with the English toffee. But here is our first cookie. Again, this is our toffee German chocolate sugar cookie. So we're going to make a couple of those. And now we're going to move on to our second cookie, which is going to be a toffee caramel chocolate sugar cookie. Because this time we are going down again first with our Hershey's chocolate base. And then we're going to take this homemade caramel that I made, and we're just going to spoon some caramel on top. Of course, it can be as much caramel again as you want. You can make your homemade caramel as thick as you want. This is a little smoother, so it's moving a little looser. But we're just going to put that on in a circular motion, kind of like we did our German chocolate frosting. And so now we're going to go on top. Look, as you can see, look at that powder, with more of our English toffee. And that is where we get our toffee caramel chocolate sugar cookie. So as you can see, I am all done. I have completely iced or topped each cookie. They look yummy, don't they, guys? They really do. I mean, I have to tell you, they were good too. I mean, and so this keeps my boys who love Crumbl cookie from going to spend $4 on a cookie. We have our two different cookies here that we want to share with you guys. I would suggest that you guys go out and make this recipe. Again, they were delish. Or either come up with your own recipe, and just make the cookie a little extra large so that, you feel like you're really getting your own little personal cookie. But anyway, we want to thank you guys for tuning in. If you have not subscribed to the channel, we want to ask that you would please go and hit the subscribe button. We ask that you give this video 2 thumbs up. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye.